is a public service announcement. It's the dog days of July. The least relevant games of the baseball season are upon us. NFL training camps haven't opened, and the Olympics still haven't started. What else? What could we possibly be televising that people like? Like, what else is this? Like, we about the Little League World Series coming up next month. That ain't, yeah, don't nobody want to watch that. Friggin' Olympics. That'll tell you how bad it is right then and there. You'll be like, man, if they ain't had these rings around this, I wouldn't even want to watch this. Like, now's the time where people need to start getting acquainted with their kids. I don't have any of them, though. So, if you're an athlete, now is a really, really bad time to get arrested. It doesn't matter if ain't nothing going on. We have to do a video. We don't have a 24-hour network. You better watch your step. Hey, man, we ain't really got a lot going on. We're doing the best we can with what we got. Since y'all gonna watch, we gotta give you something. Don't blame us. You the one that came. Yeah, what if we get on TV and say, guess what? Really not much popping right now.
Hey,
then what?
Guess what? Really not much popping right now.
Not much at all. We just don't have that much to talk about. Last week, the news was dominated by a discussion about whether to tear down a statue most of us will never see. We need something to talk about, so we'll talk about you. And if you get locked up in some embarrassing way, oh, we'll talk about you a lot. I did radio during that time, man. We broke that Roethlisberger thing upside down, backwards and forwards, man. Look, hey, those 3 hours of radio were not going to fill themselves. And for better or worse, people love to talk about it when your dumb ass gets locked up. Some athletes got their shenanigans in under the wire. Eagles running back Dion Lewis, for example, is accused of pulling a fire alarm at a busy hotel and caught a felony charge for his alleged troubles. Had he done that this week, he'd have been a trending topic on Twitter. Instead, I still don't know what he looks like. Oh, I forgot we can talk about him.
Yeah.
He picked a good day to get arrested, too. All that Jeremy Lin shit's going on. Same goes for Elvis Dumervil, accused of aggravated assault with a firearm. Or, in layman's terms, that was a bad situation that could have gotten a lot worse. Allegedly, someone in this other car threw something that hit Dumervil's car. The second you mess with somebody's car, you have to say to yourself, if this person has a gun, I will see it shortly. Look, man, that's Florida. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but ain't no telling who's got a gun. I'm from Texas. I operate under the permanent understanding that anybody might have a gun. Guy shows you the gun, all he was letting you know is this conversation is over. Hey, think about Damon Stoudemire's legendary arrest for marijuana possession. Well, the one where he tried to sneak 1.5 ounces of weed wrapped in aluminum foil through the airport metal detector. I just want to know the thought process that led you to believe that all you had to do to get 1.5 ounces through the airport was wrap it up in tinfoil. When that happened, July 8th, 2003. I doubt much was going on as exciting or hilarious as that. And then you walk through the metal detector and it's boop, boop, boop. You're like, oh, that's right. I need to take this out of my pocket. So you take, along with your rolling papers, 1.5 ounces of marijuana and just drop it in the bin and walk through. How big a ball? That's like,
it's a softball.
Yeah, you gotta be like, I guarantee you that didn't come out on the first try, right? Subsequently, we'll never forget. Athletes, you don't want this to be an unforgettable summer. If you're gonna mess up, do it when it will be forgotten. Not in the arrest category, but I recall the summer of, we had Rick Pitino. That was cracking off in July. We didn't have anything to talk about. That's not now. The summer of Dirk. You remember the summer of Dirk? Yeah, with the crazy woman. In the media business, the stupid things you do now in the summer are the best thing we've got going.
Yeah, that's a good time to drop the Madden game.
It is.
Madden's come out what?
It's usually early on.
It's a little too complex for me, man. I can't be playing these games no more. It's like 15 buttons on the controller, man. Look, man, 15 years ago, I watched my friends sit around and watch the wrestling video game like it was actual wrestling. Yeah. It ain't gonna take much to get people to just watch these games.
Yeah, I think
Let me tell you, man, as long as people out here smoking weed, they will be able to come up with a game that people are willing to watch. I'm telling you that right now. College will show you the things that people will watch hide. I just say, well, the wall's finished. Anyway, I think the Eagles and the Giants play this week on my franchise. Y'all trying to watch? And then they watch.
And they do.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen it. That's what I'm saying. I'd say the technology, all the technology doesn't have to catch up to the actual game. The technology's got to catch up to the weed. The technology catch up to the weed, I'm telling you right now, man, they'll be watching.